Think you know the reason why you're stuck on your goals? Maybe you're stalled on your body, your bank account, or your business? Well, tune in for this one coaching exercise that I use even with my 7 and 8 figure clients to turn everything around. In this playlist series, I am pulling you into some coaching and training sessions. I welcome you to binge this as you will, apply it to any area of self growth and personal development. And let's just jump into it, shall we? We have a lot of people that are really comfortable and really satisfied with being uncomfortable. They don't quite make enough money. They don't quite love what they do. They don't quite love where they live or they're unhappy, but they're pretty comfortable doing that. And we call that status quo, right? When good enough is good enough. And there are seasons for that for sure. But what I found among the winners and the achievers and the builders and the dreamers is that we were choosing status grow instead. And now this isn't a choice that you make one time. This is a choice that you make over and over again on a daily basis. So I just wanted to give you a couple of tips for that. As a coach to 7 and 8 figure founders, there are some things that bubble up even at those levels that we have hard conversations about. So why don't we do more? Why aren't we where we want to be? Why aren't we achieving what we want to be achieving or what we think we should be doing? A lot of times we blame circumstances. We blame like the amount of kids we have, or we blame how busy we are at our job, or we blame the weather or the economy. There are lots of things we can blame. It's a campaign season for Pete's sake. And so we could blame politics. We could blame so many things, legalities, market, timing, other people are doing it, social media algorithms. But the fact is, as many reasons and excuses as we can legitimately say exist, we can also see others and ourselves achieving in spite of. So I want to give you a different choice. I want to give you an exercise. This is a coaching exercise that I unwittingly used on myself when I started my first business in the late 1900s. It's this: make a list of all the reasons why you can't do what you want to be doing, or why it's not working, or why you shouldn't be doing it on one side of the paper. Those are your excuses and your reasons, right? And they're very valid. And I'm not arguing with those. I'm just not. But on the other side of the paper, I would encourage you to hold some space for flipping those into the reasons why you must make a different choice. And let me give you a couple of examples from my own life. I started my first business because we adopted siblings from the foster care system, special needs, lots of appointments, lots of court dates, lots of uncertainties. My husband traveled then and still does about 80% of the time. I had no family close by. All my friends were in the same boat with little kids. So no money to hire help. It was a lot. And I could have said, I can't start a business or run a business or work or create income because I've got 2 high needs toddlers, or because I have a special needs son, or because my husband travels so much. Or the way I've retrained my brain is to say, because I have a special needs son, because my kids need me here with them, I need to learn to make some money at home. It's a small shift, but a big shift because healthcare is uncertain, or because of the regulations that are changing. I can't work my business because I need to focus here, or I'm worried about this. Or you could say, because of those reasons, I really need and choose to put my time and effort here so that I can have some surety and certainty there. Do you see the difference there? Do you see the flip? Because I have a lot of people will say, well, I can't do that because I still have little ones at home. If I had waited until I was an empty nester to start my business because of the way my kids are now spread out, like I would still be waiting. But because I had kids at home and because I wanted to be present and I wanted to be so active in their life and to be able to fund really great choices for them, that's why I kept at it, even in the cracks and even when it wasn't convenient and even when nobody else was doing it and even when it was hard. Because my parents are aging and require more help and more assistance and more funding right now, I could say I need to step back from my business because of my parents, or I could say because of the situation for my parents and my in-laws, I am choosing to work really smart and really profitable so that I can help them hire help. I can take off a day a week and go spend with them, and they can have some options and choices for dignity in their lives. Now, you will see that my drive right now is very different than my drive when I started my business. It was about toddlers that I adopted in 1998. And now it's about caring for my aging parents. And your why and your reasons and your drive will evolve also. And it should, as we should. But What if we chose differently? What would that look like? It doesn't mean you have to be working 18 hours a day. And it doesn't mean you have to be sacrificing every single thing in your life for the long term. It really doesn't. It's a matter of working really smart. You can be all in without being burnt out. You really can. So you just have to make the choice first. So I would challenge you on that sheet of paper of all the reasons and the excuses you've been telling yourself. How can we flip those to make those the reasons why you must succeed? That was useful, right? Did you type in the comments below some things that you deal with or what bubbled up for you? I can't wait to read those and respond. But next, I want you to watch the video that pops up. It's the next in our coaching series, and it helps you stop waiting until that next thing happened. It helps you find a different kind of fire to keep moving. I'll see you there.